In a quiet, isolated cabin at the edge of a dense, ancient forest lived a woman named Isabel. She was known far and wide as a gifted dreamweaver, someone who could shape her dreams into intricate stories, often painting vivid tales of the future. Her most prized possession was a large, ornate dream catcher, passed down through generations of her family. But this dream catcher was unlike any other. It was referred to as the sinister dream catcher. As the years passed, Isabel's dreams began to shift. They turned dark and foreboding, haunted by visions of an ominous figure that called itself the Dream Eater. The Dream Eater whispered eerie secrets to her, filling her nights with terror. Despite her fear, Isabel couldn't resist the pull of the sinister dreams. She felt compelled to weave them into stories that grew more and more disturbing. The sinister tales captivated those who heard them, drawing them into a web of nightmares. One fateful night, as a storm raged outside the cabin, Isabel's dreams took a terrifying turn. She found herself trapped in a realm of endless darkness, and the Dream Eater stood before her, its eyes like endless voids. "You have served me well, Isabel," it hissed, "but now it is time to pay the price." The Dream Eater reached into Isabel's chest and pulled out her heart, which glowed with a pulsating light that became stronger with each heartbeat. It then placed the heart within the sinister dream catcher, and as it did, the cabin quaked with a violent energy. Isabel's dreams became a reality, and the stories she had woven came to life. The forest outside the cabin turned into a nightmarish realm, and the stories she had told began to manifest in gruesome and terrifying ways. The village near the forest fell into chaos as Isabel's tales of horror played out before their eyes. The sinister dream catcher became a cursed relic, trapping the souls of those who ventured too close, feeding them to the Dream Eater. Isabel, meanwhile, remained trapped in a never-ending nightmare, unable to wake from the horrors she had unwittingly unleashed. The dream catcher, now infused with her heart and her sinister stories, became an object of dread, its dark aura growing with each passing day. The forest around the cabin became a cursed realm, where the nightmares of Isabel's creation lurked in the shadows, waiting to ensnare anyone who dared enter. The sinister dream catcher's influence continued to spread, leaving a trail of terror in its wake. In the darkened cabin, Isabel's heart pulsed within the dream catcher, its aura growing stronger with each passing moment. The cursed relic had absorbed her essence, and her very life force was now entwined with the nightmares she had inadvertently created. Outside the cabin, the forest had transformed into a nightmarish realm. Trees contorted into grotesque shapes, and eerie, shadowy figures lurked among the twisted branches. Isabel's stories had come to life, and the terror they evoked was all too real. The Dream Eater, having claimed Isabel's heart, stood at the cabin's threshold, its dark presence casting a long, menacing shadow. "You have woven a tapestry of horror," it hissed, "and now it is time for you to experience your own nightmares." With a flick of its shadowy fingers, the cabin was engulfed in an otherworldly darkness. Isabel's screams echoed within the pitch-black void as she found herself trapped within her own nightmares. The sinister tales she had spun, filled with monsters, malevolence, and despair, played out before her, each more gruesome than the last. Isabel desperately sought to wake from the never-ending nightmare, but she was powerless against the Dream Eater's hold. It reveled in her suffering, feeding on her fear and torment. Outside the cabin, the forest continued to be a place of horror, and the cursed dream catcher held the souls of those who had ventured too close. The village near the forest had fallen into chaos, its residents tormented by the nightmarish tales brought to life. As the days turned into a timeless abyss, Isabel's presence in the waking world grew fainter, her very existence consumed by the relentless nightmares. The sinister dream catcher had become a nexus of darkness, and the forest, an unholy ground of terror. Isabel's fate served as a haunting reminder of the power of one's creations, and the consequences that could arise from delving too deeply into the realm of nightmares. Her story was etched into the annals of the sinister, a dark and suspenseful legend that would continue to cast a shadow over the world, a stark warning of the dangers of toying with the nightmares that lurk in the human psyche.